Hello, Ulf. Thank you for submitting your video to fixyourgame.com. This is PGA professional Brant Kasbohm speaking, and I do see a couple things in your swing and especially in your setup that I'd like to talk about today. Thank you very much for submitting your video. You do have my overall impressions of your swing is you do have a very good athletic swing. There are a couple things in your setup that I'd like to talk about. I always start and talk about the grip, which is the most basic and most important fundamental, and it looks like you have a very good grip, not overly weak or overly strong, so I wouldn't make any changes there. But the first fundamental that we're going to talk about is your posture, and you can see the screen here on the right-hand side of the left-hand side of the screen. We can see your posture, and there's two things that I see. Number one, it looks that your spine is bent. You're a bit slouched over through the shoulders, especially. Your spine is rounded off. I'd like to see your spine much straighter like it is here on the right-hand side of the swing. This gentleman on the right-hand side is yours truly. So you want to get the feeling that you're tilting forward by bending at the hips and not so much at the waist. So you want to feel like your belt buckle or your rear end is pushing backwards, and you're tilting forward by pushing your belt buckle back, not necessarily slouching forward over your belt buckle. That makes it a lot easier for us to rotate our torso back and through. Also, I see your weight is quite a bit back on your heels, and you can even see in this frame right here your toes are off the ground. I'd like to see your weight more centered over the middle part of your feet. You said that you've played a number of other sports, and the good balanced athletic golf posture is similar to that which you see in other sports. You wouldn't see a goaltender in hockey back on his heels. You're just not going to have any mobility or balance in that position, and a golf swing is no different. Being balanced over the middle part of our feet makes us most balanced and most athletic. And you can even see, if I advance your swing here forward slightly, you kind of rock back as you start your swing as well. So your weight goes even further back on your heels as you swing the club back. So you can see from here, go back to right before you move, you can see, watch your head especially, and your whole torso kind of rocks back as you start to swing the club back. You can see from this position here, as we move the club back, you can see your whole body kind of rocks back. So we want to keep our weight centered over the middle part of our feet and keep it there as we swing the club back and then through. So now, those are the two things in your swing that I see room for improvement. Your posture, especially the tilt of your spine. I want to see your spine straight, so don't slouch forward. Keep your spine straight, and also keep your weight balanced over the middle part of your feet. So that means it's going to feel like you're going to move a little closer to the ball, but that's okay. You just want to feel that weight balanced over the middle part of your feet. So now we're going to move on and talk about something in your swing that I see that is going to give some room for improvement. And again, we're going to compare it to the video on the right-hand side of the screen. And with me, personally, I'm actually left-handed, so I didn't have to flip the negatives here or rotate the video around. So this is actually my swing, undoctored as it will. And so we're going to talk about making a better rotation with your torso. You can see you have a nice takeaway from the start position to here, but from this position, the rest of the swing, you have a tendency to lift the club straight up. So watch as we advance the swing forward a little bit, how from this position your torso rotation slows down dramatically, and you have a tendency to just lift the club straight up. And watch your head as well. As you lift the club up with your hands from this position, your head comes up as well, and you come out of your posture. So let's advance the swing forward. You can see from here, the club is just being lifted straight up, and your head comes up as well. So we've lost our good posture, and you can see from here, again, the club is just being lifted up with very little rotation whatsoever. We're going to compare that over here to the swing on the right-hand side of the screen. From this position, as I continue to rotate the club, you can see I'm keeping the butt of the club or the grip of the club or my hands in front of my sternum as I swing the club back. You can see here I'm continuing to rotate my torso all the way back. And as you see here, again, we'll go back to, let me go back to this video. You see here, you have a tendency to just lift that club straight up. And you can really see it in this video down here as, let me clear out these lines here. If we advance this swing forward, you can really see that club from here just pretty much just get lifted straight up, and you come way out of your good posture. You can see from here, watch your head and your whole posture just comes straight up, and you actually come back on your heels even more. So those are the two things in a setup that I'd like to see you work on, getting into a little more balanced athletic posture, keeping your spine straight, and also keeping your weight balanced over the middle part of your feet. And in the swing, I want you to feel as if you're rotating the club back by rotating your torso and not lifting the club straight up with your arms. Again, take a look at the video on the right-hand side here. You can see that I continue to rotate my torso. The butt of the club or my hands stay in front of my sternum, whereas I think over here with you, Ulf, the hands right here, your sternum is still pointed out almost in front of you, and your hands have gotten way behind you. You see very little shoulder rotation there. So you want to get the feeling that you're just rotating your torso and not lifting the club up. A good visual for that is to take practice swings slowly, keeping the butt of your club or your hands in front of your sternum as you swing that club back. If you lift the club up, your sternum will be pointed, not at your hands. So again, appreciate you sending in the videos to fixyourgame.com. If there's any questions about anything in this or in the written analysis that accompanies it, please feel free to email info@fixyourgame.com, and we look forward to working with you. Thanks, Ulf. Have a great day.